Let's talk about She-Hulk Attorney at Law episode 4, which is called Is This Not Real Magic? So, before I get into it, I want to say that this episode kind of really made me realize that this show sort of has these, even though it is a continuous story, it does have these self-contained plots. Like each episode has like its own little story that gets resolved by the end, like a sitcom. But it has an overarching story, which this episode kind of covered both. But I just wanted to point that out because I hadn't really realized that they were going to go in this direction. I thought it was going to be just either a complete sitcom where every episode's like episodic. But then I realized this has to go somewhere because it's the MCU and they're going to bring this character back in the future. Whether it be for a second season or whether it be for, obviously Secret Wars. So they introduced this new character named Donnie Blaze. Yes, it's supposed to be an Easter egg, like a parody of Johnny Blaze, the Human Torch, obviously. And so Donnie Blaze is a magician, right? And he's gotten his hands on some of the mystic arts. And Wong, the Sorcerer Supreme, is kind of pissed off about it. So he pulls this audience member who's drunk or whatever, sends her, across the realm. And so she makes a deal with a demon. Now I'm thinking, when I'm watching this, is it Mephisto? Like, where are they going with this? Obviously the Mephisto thing became a running meme during WandaVision, so I'm going to assume that Mephisto is probably not going to appear in the MCU until probably after Secret Wars. I could be wrong on that. There could be a big Phase 6 movie that has him in, but I could see him getting his own huge event as well. But it crossed my mind, like, are we actually getting Mephisto? So what happens is Wong asks Jennifer, he asks her for help to legally bring in Donnie Blaze for basically stealing magic and using the mystic arts for profit and not for, for safety, not what the superheroes would do. So they actually go to court. Now, this episode, I don't know if this is just comedic timing or if a lot of time skipped, but they literally go from like one scene where they're talking about and they have her going on a dating app. A subplot in the episode is she goes on a dating app to date new people, but that's the subplot. The main plot is this story with Donnie Blaze. So what ends up happening is they go from that to the court case. They're already in court now. I am not an attorney, but I know enough. I have a lawyer, and I know enough to know that you can't just go to court the next day, man. When it comes to taking somebody to court, you have to file paperwork. These things take time. It could take weeks, if not months, before you actually go to court. So either weeks and months already passed, right? Either that already happened, or it's just played up for laughs. It could just be played up for laughs, but I know that the MCU really tries its best to be, as grounded as possible, or at least it used to. Definitely the earlier phases did more than now. We have time travel, but they try to make it, not as wacky. But then again, we have She-Hulk, who breaks the fourth wall. Even before Deadpool did, she did it first. So they go to court, and what ends up happening is the judge actually files, it takes the side of Donnie Blaze because you can't copyright magic. And they have some funny stuff here with old school magic, and it's comparing the two different kinds of magic. So Wong and She-Hulk lose the bet. So she's trying to go on this dating site, right? And she's showing her regular face, and nobody's really biting, even though I think she's pretty. I mean, again, I've said it before in the previous reviews. Tatiana Maslany's super charismatic, and she has a great smile. I really love this chick, yo, and she's great in this show. She carries this show. And I know some people don't like that, but I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna bullshit you. So what ends up happening is she creates a profile with She-Hulk, right? Instead of using her regular face, she uses the She-Hulk face. And so she ends up going on a date with several different guys, and that's of course played up for laughs. Now, one of the guys on this date, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but maybe I'm wrong. But one of the guys in this episode looks a hell of a lot like David Otunga. David Otunga, of course, being the... oh, no, I just checked. It is David Otunga. I just double-checked right now because I had the wiki pulled up just to make sure that it's right. David Otunga is, of course, former WWE wrestler, as well as he is the husband of Jennifer... What the hell was her name again, bro? The reality star. I feel like an idiot now because I know people right now are like, you should know Hudson, Jennifer Hudson. I don't know if he's still married to her, but they were married for a really long time. Anyways, I don't know much about pop stuff like singers and stuff, not modern stuff, but yeah, Jennifer Hudson. Anyways, what ends up happening is Johnny Blaze is still using his magic, but accidentally unleashes these like gremlin-like demons. They look like little gremlins, dude, like from the movie Gremlins. I mean, like those kind of gremlins. And what ends up happening is Wong opens up a portal. First of all, I love how earlier in the episode the drunk chick goes to Wong's house and he's watching Sopranos on Disney Plus. That becomes a running joke. So Wong goes to find She-Hulk. She's like, I need your help. So she goes to help him, and that's to take the demons and send them back through the portal. So he's using like his mystic art magic as like a whip, and he's using it as like she's using her power to just throw all these demons in. One of the demon animals gets bigger, almost dog-like. And things are out of control, but She-Hulk and Wong are able to kind of fix it. Also, I should mention, there's an awesome joke early in the film about how popular Wong is, and how she makes a joke, obviously a fourth wall breaking joke, where she's like, this episode's Twitter proof or something like that. You know, basically saying how people bitch and moan about the MCU on Twitter, which they do. They complain about everything on Twitter, and I love that. I love that they do. They take the fourth wall breaking stuff that She-Hulk would do in the comics, and they apply it to like pop culture, the real world, etc., the world that we live in. So she tells Donnie Blaze. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my head together. She tells him, hey, are you okay now with signing the cease and desist? So basically she's like, you need to sign this over now, bro, because this is... You're messing with some real magic. Like, the whole thing is that the sorcerers know real magic. The wizards, like Iron Man said in Infinity War. And then he does sign it over. So he's got to go back to doing, like, traditional, like, you know, rabbit out of the hat type of magic. You know, the real, the sort of, you know, the Penn and Teller type of magic. You know, the stage magic, not the real magic stuff. So then the episode ends... there is a mid-credit scene, but actually before I get to that, there was this funny scene where when she's dating, she hooks up with this guy, whatever. He spends the night. They obviously did stuff. He wakes up, and she's back in her normal form, and he's, like, turned off, and he leaves. And I'm like, damn, dude, you had She-Hulk. She could become She-Hulk whenever she wants. The whole joke is that men want to date She-Hulk, not Jennifer, and it's just annoying because... Dude, I would date both. You're going to get both anyways, bro, right? So anyways, the next day, she gets or that morning, the mail guy shows up with a letter, or a legal letter from Tatiana from episode 1. Or, I'm sorry, not Tatiana, Titania. And she's, on TV first they show that she's been freed, that she's actually out of prison now, and now she's filing a lawsuit against her because the name She-Hulk was trademarked by her, and that's the whole irony. So the next episode, we're going to see what happens. Overall, man, I like it. I like it. The first 4 episodes were directed by Kat Koiro. The next 3 I think next 3 are from Anu Valia, and then the last 2 is Kat Koiro again. So they kept it like a small staff here to make this show. But again, I am enjoying this show. I know some folks do not like this show, and it all depends on your taste. And obviously, you have to understand what I'm in the mood for. I think Hawkeye, the last Disney Plus show I watched all the way through, was super serious, like more of an espionage story, and I liked it. This one's kind of more like a sitcom comedy, and I enjoy that too. And we haven't even seen Daredevil yet, bro, so that's going to be awesome. Anyways, I liked it. Again, I'm enjoying this show. What do you think? Let me know. We'll talk soon.